Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Mags. So this is your match preview going into the game against Everton, and of course it just ended tonight against Man United at Old Trafford 4-1. If you haven't watched the review for that, I suggest you go watch it. It'll be in the card up here. But anyway, back to the preview for the Everton game, and of course this will be the last home game of 2019 for us Newcastle United fans. Hopefully we can end 2019 on a high and come away with a good win against Everton at St James's Park. Hopefully, Steve Bruce will be able to take the lads and shrug off what happened tonight against Manchester United. There was quite a few errors in that game, and hopefully that will all be rectified come Saturday when we kick off at 3 o'clock against Everton. Now, of course, last season we played Everton at St James's Park and we won 3-2. Solomon Rondon scoring and Jose Perez bagging himself a double. Then of course the previous year we lost 1-0, and the year before that we lost 1-0. And then the 14-15 season we won 3-2 with Cisse, Perez and Colback scoring it in a 3-2 win. So, my prediction going into this one, I would predict Newcastle to come away with maybe a 3-2 win. Because that seems to be the scoreline that seems to happen quite a bit. Obviously I'd love to see Newcastle shrug off this game against Man United, going into the game against Everton with a very big win. But at the end of the day, they do have Carlo Ancelotti now as their boss. He's a great manager, as we all know. If you watch football, then you will know that Carlo Ancelotti is an excellent manager. He had his time at Chelsea, AC Milan. He's been all over the place. Well and truly experienced manager. It's a good deal on their point to get a guy as experienced as Carlo Ancelotti to actually come to their club. That's pretty impressive. Job by the staff there at Everton. But hopefully, he will have a little bit of a blip on Saturday and we can come away with a win against them, because, we definitely need to get wins to try and push ourselves further up into the top half of the table. Like I was saying in the Man United review, we're currently sit 10th in the table. We only dropped down one place. We've got 25 points out of 19 games. That's absolutely fantastic for a team, that we weren't really expecting to be as high as this. We were thinking that it was going to be another relegation battle inside, but it seems to be working at the moment, and hopefully can keep it working as well. Hopefully Steve Bruce keeps the lads going in the right direction, but like I was saying in the review for the Man United game, there was quite a few mistakes made at Old Trafford tonight, but at the end of the day, hopefully it's all rectified come Saturday. Hopefully we can come away from that game with 3 points. And, I think Duncan Ferguson did a pretty good job as well at Everton before Carlo Ancelotti came in. He was doing a really good job with them. And, Everton fans will be expecting Carlo Ancelotti to carry on the good form that Duncan Ferguson was doing with the club, and if any Everton fans are watching, I wouldn't at all be worried, that your team's going to go in the wrong direction now. I don't think that's going to happen. You've got a very good manager. Carlo Ancelotti is one of the best managers in the world. He's right up there with Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Rafa Benitez. He's right up there with the elite of managers. So it's a real good coup for Everton to be able to get a guy like that to take over the helm. And I think it's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be an easy game. It's definitely going to be a pretty tough game against Everton. I'm not saying that we're going to just roll into the game on Saturday, and be able to steamroll Everton. By no means am I saying that, but I think with the way our form is at the minute at St James's Park, I think we can come away with a pretty good win out of this game, and I wouldn't I wouldn't expect any less, from Newcastle, because the way we've been playing at home this season is absolutely sensational. We've turned St James's Park into an absolute fortress. We've won against some amazing clubs. The only team to beat with there this season was Arsenal, and that was even a blip, because it was a fluke goal, in my opinion. They got a lucky break on Will defence and took their chance, and they're the only team that's done it this season. And I can't say many other teams being able to do it. It's a pretty strong defence. We've made St James's Park a fortress. That's one thing that you can look at, that Steve Bruce has done right. It's in Newcastle, is that he's made the team and he's made the stadium an absolute fortress, and that's the way St James's Park should be. No team should be coming at St James's Park and absolutely steamrolling with. It's our ground. That should be where we dominate. That's where we should be saying, hey, you come to St James's, you're going to get beaten, you're going to get defeated. And Steve Bruce has put that mentality into the players, he's put that mentality into the stadium, and it's working, and hopefully it continues to work as well. But let us know your thoughts heading into this game against Everton, what you're thinking for scores. Put them down in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time for the match review against Everton. However, lads.